Hey there, it's Trip. Hey, it's been a while, but why don't you come over tonight? Grace and I, we'd love to see you. Uh, so yeah, just, come on over.
Rock, he just swings around a dick.
Yeah, baby!
So to start off the entire Season 1 overview, we're going to be looking at the first video I uploaded. Facade. Shows what I could make when I had enough time and spirit to do so. But Facade was missing something fundamentally important, and that was a reason. And that's why I'm going to be going into the early development videos to see how I improved and built off my own ideas. For example, Skull the Hero Slayer. I just wanted to cover a game I was new to and review it. I did this to see if I could step out of my comfort zone. The reason for the video was to show a great game and say why it was interesting and worth your time. Then I tried covering a specific parts of game, like Kingdom Hearts 1 builds. This is where I picked up silly edits that add fun things to the video. The reason being, looking at game strengths and showing them. Then I definitely stepped out of my comfort zone with Thief Gold, covering broad gameplay, but also fitting in silly edits, reasoning, showing the mechanics in the game, and showing how that made the game age better than others. I covered Breath of the Wild, Impact launching, because I wasn't comfortable enough to review Breath of the Wild, but also show I can learn speedrun time. Reason to cover speedrun time. Then I covered Terraria, a game I was comfortable with, yet is a nightmare to cover. This is where I picked up gathering footage before editing. Reason, to show how Terraria's gameplay loop was addictive, well made, and fun. Then I covered Outer Wilds to show what Outer Wilds does right and differently, showing how the game discovery loop leads to unique and interesting experiences. Reason, to show the power of a well-made discovery loop. Then came the ultra step out of the comfort zone, covering a game I don't like overall, but still covering aspects of the complex game that I like. This was the gun that started the race. Breath of the Wild review. I cover its lackluster side quest rewards, and then quickly focus on what made the game so good. The mechanics that the devs gave to the player. There was so much the player could do to overcome the challenges placed before them. This led to me covering Trials of the Sword, so I could show a better example of overcoming challenges and then played a role in bringing over to Celeste. With Celeste, we're looking at the mechanics again, yet simple, can also be very advanced. But Celeste doesn't just push you to overcome challenges, it also pushes its game mechanics to the limit, giving the feeling of mastery. But with pushing mechanics to their limit comes difficulty. The difficulty that comes from the push limits and how it's portioned to be more forgiving, like Celeste screen transitions, or to push a player through a difficult world and give them a rest or a pat on the back after a treacherous journey, like Dark Souls. Dark Souls is good mostly because of its discovery, and how Outer Wilds and Dark Souls discovery affects the interesting and fun aspects of a game, like the player finding their own way through a game loaded with different ways to approach situations, or discovering secrets that lead to hinder or benefit the player. With discovery can help players discover more about the game's story or narrative. This also makes games a lot more interesting and a lot more fun as well. This also covers how story doesn't need to be directly shoved into your face to be good, and can be hidden in other areas for context. And finally, how a simple but strong narrative can forge a game that changes the entire gaming industry. Narratives that keep players interested, not just the story, but also gameplay, and the world they're placed in, like Half-Life. All these subjects is what makes games good, and I sincerely believe so. All the games covered are all good for their own reasons, and all definitely deserve some time to either play or think about. Thanks for taking my journey down this subject. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to continue this journey in Season 2. You know, get some other people's point of views on it. So yeah. But yeah, see you guys next time. This game was definitely ahead of its time. That's it for today's video, guys. Subscribe, or else I'm gonna launch you with a bomb impact.
potential. You've proved yourself a decisive man, so I don't expect you'll have any trouble deciding what to do. If you're interested, just step into the portal, and I will take that as a yes. Otherwise, well, I can offer you a battle you have no chance of winning. Rather an anticlimax after what you've just survived. Time to choose. It's time to choose.